Welcome back, and today we are excited to share with you some concepts on how to build a culture of trust within the workplace.
Company culture is the outlook, the attitude, the value, and the goals of the entire group. So whether that's your team, your company, they all have to come together and work together for you to have that.
Today, we are going to share with you the 3 pillars of building trust in your organization, and we're going to do this by sharing with you a Venn diagram.
Well, and you can see the Venn diagram behind us. The 3 pillars are going to be integrity, respect, and relationships. As we talk about each one of those individually, you're going to get more information on why we work with those to build trust. In a Venn diagram, it shows you where all of these intersect in the middle, and this is your strongest point. And we're going to show you how you can get there. We're Kris and Bill Barney. We're excited to be here with you, and we're excited to give you a free gift. So stay with us till the end. We have a free gift for you. We love to be able to impact, inspire, and influence leaders and teams and be able to help them grow, thrive, and adapt to the things that are happening for them.
The first pillar that we want to share with you is integrity, right there.
With integrity, I teach 7 traits, and integrity is one of those traits. And there is inconsistent integrity and there is impeccable integrity. Inconsistent integrity is just that. You're not always in full integrity. And people are like, well, I don't know what you mean. And I do several different examples of this, but one of the best ones is the speed limit. And when I talk about the speed limit, most of the people in the room go at least 5 miles over the speed limit. If you get on the freeway, you're going about 5 miles or more over. Most people keep it around 5 or so because they don't get a ticket at 5 miles over, right? There's not a punishment. And yet, aren't we out of integrity if we're going faster than what the law says? So when we start to justify these things, that's what gets us into that inconsistent integrity.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, everybody's doing it. You show up late to work, everybody's doing it. Or you take longer at lunch break than the hour that you're allotted. Those things are inconsistent integrity. Impeccable integrity is just that. It's impeccable. You're striving to meet new levels and you're always raising your own integrity. It's a big piece. As you build on this and as you have impeccable integrity, other people trust you more. They know they can count on you. They know they can rely on you. And so impeccable integrity will bring trust out. And that's one of our big pillars right here. Think about these as big pillars and the cylinders at the top. Integrity is a big piece of that. And I'm going to show you how, as we build this Venn diagram, these other pieces that show up when these 3 pillars are being used. A while ago, I went to the convenience store, and of course, I was probably out of integrity because I was going to get me a Diet Coke. That's one of those things that I quit, then I come back, but that's not the point here. I'm going to get me a Diet Coke. And I walk up to the fountain, and this gentleman in front of me, I wait while he pulls out a cup and fills his drink, and then I get my Diet Coke. And I go up to the cash register, and the gentleman is right in front of me. And the cashier says, "Is that a refill or a new cup?" And he said, "Refill." 40 cents. His integrity is worth 40 cents. I watched him pull the cup out. To save 40 cents, he totally cut off all of his integrity. Now, you might not think that's a very big thing, but when you start adding up all these areas that we justify, these little tiny things that we do, it shows up and it becomes bigger and bigger because we stop noticing that we're even doing it. And that becomes our new highest level. And that's not impeccable integrity. So I just want you to think about that. Is your integrity, is your value worth more than 40 cents?
Absolutely. And so imagine people on your team, if they seen you do something like this, what kind of trust is there in your organization? They'll know that they can't trust you all the time. And so they always question, what can I believe? What can't I believe? If you have impeccable integrity, they know they can trust you no matter what. So I'd like to invite you to put in the comments below down here at a time when you were really disappointed by someone's lack of integrity, someone that you really had a lot of respect for, and how that just like shattered your vision of them. Or on the other hand, how you were very impressed by someone's integrity. I'd love to hear what your experiences and comments are. So go ahead and share.
We'd love to go through those, answer those, so we'd love for you to comment.
The second pillar of building trust in an organization is the pillar of respect. Respect everyone. Everyone deserves respect. And if you feel disrespected, of course, that eats away at the trust within an organization. And also, you want to foster a culture of respect in your organization. Make sure that that is what is the expected in your team, in your company, in your organization, that respect is to be expected.
Never stand for a team member disrespecting someone else. When we have integrity and we have respect, they come together and they form a bond. When you can trust someone and you know they're going to have their integrity, you respect them. And it automatically creates this energy and the synergy around it. Gossip is kryptonite to respect. If you have a gossip area, some people say it's the water fountain, some say it's the break room, and there's all this gossip and all these things happening, you need to stop it. Because when gossip is happening, it's shutting down integrity and respect. That can be kryptonite, and you don't want that to happen. When we combine integrity and respect, this part right here turns into our creativity. When we have the creativity being built out, it's because there's respect and there's integrity. The trust and the respect come together, and it creates for us to have creativity where we know we can give our information, we know we can build on that. And that's how that comes together.
One of the big things even in Japanese culture is this whole thing about saving face. Never make someone lose face in front of their peers. That whole thing of to respect and be respected is such a huge part of their culture. And I believe we can adapt that to our advantage within our organizations. Make sure that no one ever loses face, that they feel like they can always walk into their workplace with their head held high without feeling shame for what might have been gossiped about or how they were treated for anything. Respect is huge.
The third pillar is relationships. Right down here at the bottom is our relationships. We need to build strong relationships. And when you're in a company, when you're working with a team, you do build those relationships, but we need to build those relationships with the entire team, not just onesie-twosies who we pick and choose. You'll have some relationships that are stronger than others, but you need to have relationships with everyone on the team.
They need to be healthy relationships that have this respect, but also form that strong bond to where you care for each other. You're invested in each other's interest. And as you form that relationships, you're going to work better together.
When you have respect and relationships, you have better communication. Your communication improves every time that you have respect and relationships coming together. You will have a lot better communication. And when your relationships and integrity come together, you have collaboration. If you can see how these, when they combine, you move to a next level. You level up every time. When you have the two of them together, you level up. When you have these two together, you level up with your communication. When you have the entire thing working for you, our center then becomes trust, because you can trust it on all levels. So you want to do business together. You want to work together. You want to be involved. Trust becomes your centerpiece, and all of it will do better with trust. Trust is the center, the heart of the entire thing. So when we build this out, you can see that if you want to work together to create better things and to create more productivity and have things function better, even if you are a small business and you want to work with another business, you can have collaboration when you bring the integrity and the relationships and you bring this Venn diagram together. And it all is centered around trust.
So trust is the sweet spot where it all comes together when you build upon these three pillars.
Before we go into this last piece, we've got one little juicy piece to share with you. We want you to subscribe. There are daily, weekdays, we have a new video comes out. 5 videos a week are hitting this channel, and it's from 5 different speakers. We have phenomenal speakers at National Speakers Association Mountain Watch chapter, and you would love to get their information. So subscribe below so you get notified when those are coming out.
And so our bonus piece, we already told you that we were going to share with you the 3 pillars. We've done that. But what happens when trust is lost? How do you rebuild and regain trust. And so that's a little bit of a bonus piece that we'd like to give you, because unless you knew this from the beginning, it's likely that you have trust issues within your organization. So the first part of regaining trust is first own it. Own it. Admit it. I was wrong. I made a mistake. As long as you're defending yourself, there's no trust. They know you're just making excuses. So if you did something wrong, own it, admit it, acknowledge, and be clear and concise.
And then commit to what your future action is going to be. Let them know what they can expect and then stand to it.
So you tell them, I was wrong. This is how it's going to be from now on. And the final point that we'd like to make in regaining trust is then stick to it. Be your word. Have integrity. Do what you said you were going to do. When you say you're going to change, make sure that you change. Now, if it's an old habit that you have and you notice yourself slipping back into the problem that lost trust in the first place, start over immediately. Acknowledge, recommit, and stay on top of it. Don't just let it slide and say, man, I hope they didn't notice that I did that. Acknowledge it. Be harder on yourself than they are. And just say, hey, we're going to do better. We commit. This is our vision. This is where we're going. Be your word and stick to it. And you'll find that your organization will accomplish so much more when you have this culture of trust within the organization.
Thanks for being here with us. We're excited to be able to share our free gift. Go to our website, allthingspossible.biz. The free gift we have for you is the Peer Guide. The PEER process is an acronym for Productive, Intentional, Effective Resilience. And we want you to be able to go get that guide and have that content for yourself. So jump onto our website and get that. It's right down in the description below, and you can just click on it.
Very good.
Thanks for being here.